Hummingbirds come in all shapes and mostly small sizes, with rainbows of color, fancy ornaments, and flashy tails. Let's take a look at some of the most exceptional hummingbirds around. We all know hummingbirds are small, but how small can they get? The world's smallest hummingbird, and in fact the world's smallest bird, weighs only about 2 grams, which is even lighter than a bottle cap. This is the bee hummingbird, only found in Cuba, and it's only about 2 inches or 5 centimeters long. Its tiny wings can beat over 60 times a second, making a sound resembling a bumblebee, hence its name. A close runner-up is the calliope hummingbird, the smallest in the US and Canada, which weighs about 3 grams, close to the weight of a ping pong ball. The world's largest hummingbird is the well-named giant hummingbird, found in the Andes Mountains of South America. This bird is around 20 centimeters or 8 inches long and weighs on average 20 grams or 0.7 ounces, around the size of a sparrow, and it's 10 times heavier than the bee hummingbird. Hummingbirds have especially long bills, but which hummingbird's bill is the longest? The sword-billed hummingbird takes this prize. Its bill measures around 4 inches or 10 centimeters, almost the same length as its head, body, and tail combined, the largest bill in proportion to body size of any bird. This hummingbird uses its special bill to feed on long flowers, and will sometimes use it to fight other hummingbirds. Even though they're not quite as long, there are some rather oddly shaped bills among hummingbirds, like the lance bill, sickle bill, aw bill, and avocet bill. The weirdest has to be the tooth-billed hummingbird. With its tooth-like serrations, it's especially well adapted for violent competition with other males. But not all hummingbirds need long bills. Take a look at the purple-backed thornbill with an impressively small 6-millimeter bill, the smallest known in hummingbirds. How about the other end of the hummingbird? Some hummingbirds have long, flashy tails instead of long bills, like this marvelous spatule-tail. The spatule-tail is flashy, but the red-billed streamer tail has the longest tail. At 18 centimeters or 7 inches, it's over twice the length of its head and body. Lots of hummingbirds use torpor to drop their temperature and conserve energy overnight, but the black metal tail takes this to the extreme. It lives around 10,000 feet high in the Andes, and at night it lowers its body temperature to almost freezing, a frigid 3.3 centigrade or 38 degrees Fahrenheit, the lowest body temperature ever recorded in any living bird. Choosing which hummingbird is the rarest is tough. Dozens of hummingbirds are endangered or have very limited ranges, such as those on islands or up high on mountains. The Santa Marta saberwing is only found in one mountain range in Colombia and has only been seen 3 times, in 1946, then again in 2010, and once more in 2022. We're still finding new hummingbird species even to this day. The blue-throated hill star was just discovered in 2017, living on a single mountain in Peru. The most widespread hummingbird is probably the black-throated mango, found from Panama to Argentina. Rufous hummingbird is one of the most widespread in North America and has the northernmost range of any hummingbird, reaching Alaska. The green-backed firecrown resides in the cold Andean Patagonian forest all the way down to Tierra del Fuego, rightfully earning its spot as the hummingbird with the southernmost range. All hummingbirds are fast, but Anna's hummingbird clocks in at around 63 miles per hour, or 100 kilometers per hour, making it one of the fastest yet measured. However, it only reaches this speed during its courtship dances, where it dives and twirls around in the air. Most hummingbirds are bright and showy, but which takes the crown for most colorful? Well, that would be a difficult task for humans to figure out, since hummingbirds can see in many more colors than we do. Hummingbirds would most likely perceive the velvet purple coronet as the most colorful, but lots of those colors are in the ultraviolet end of the spectrum, which we can't see. Humans may think hummingbirds like the ruby topaz hummingbird or the fiery-throated hummingbird are the most colorful due to their wide array of colors. However, we can all agree the giant hummingbird is the most drab. Eye-catching hummingbirds are easy to come by, but here are some of my personal favorites. The wine-throated hummingbird stuns with its colorful purple chin, while the bearded mountaineer displays a striking beard and crest and a long forked tail. Another favorite of mine is the white-booted racket-tail with its white puffy boots, and it's got a neat tail to boot. And the wire-crested thorntail is delightfully odd with its long crest and tail. But for me, the bird that takes the cake is a rufous-crested coquette. These are only a handful of examples of the most exceptional hummingbirds out there. Let's keep exploring these incredible birds.